Ever wonder why bowing matters so much in Japan? Japanese customs and etiquette are all about respect, harmony, and small details that make a big difference. From bowing, to saying itadakimasu, to removing shoes indoors. These practices ties back a culture that values consideration for others. Let's dive in and explore what makes Japanese etiquette so unique. First topic is bowing. There's a type of bowing like ishaku, keirei, saikeirei, and dogesa. Ishaku is the most casual bow for passing acquaintances, co-workers of the equal status, or light acknowledgement. Second is keirei. Keirei is a formal bow for superiors, clients, or in a general settings, showing standard respect. Third is saikeirei. Saikeirei is the deepest bow for profound respect, sincere apologies, or deep gratitude. And the last is dogesa. Dogesa is the most extreme, kneeling with the forehead to the ground, reserved for a life or death apologies. It's not for a casual use. Second topic is for the gift giving. There are two types of gift giving. First is omiyage, the gift you buy from the travel trip. The second is the temiyage, the present brought when visiting someone. The third topic is the table manner. Before meal, to show gratitude, say itadakimasu or I humbly received in English. Before eating, to thank everyone involved. Chopsticks etiquette or hashi. Don't stick them vertically in rice. Pass food from chopsticks to chopstick. Point with them, spear food, or rub them vigorously. During the meal, leave a small bowl of rice or a soup close to your mouth, but keep the large plate on the table. Slurping is acceptable and shows enjoyment, especially for noodles. Avoid loud chewing, burping, or blowing your nose at the table. And also, don't waste your food. Finish your meal to show appreciation. And after the meal, to show gratitude, say, Gochisusama desta, or thank you for the feast, to signal you're done. The last topic is where to remove our shoes. Remove our shoes if getting into entering our homes. Always at the genkan or the lower entrance step in the traditional inns or ryokans. Remove them at the entrance. Temple and shrines, remove them before entering the main buildings. Traditional restaurants, especially if seated on a tatami mat, or in a horigotatsu, or a sunken floor seating. Some clinic and hospital if they require you to remove. So there we have it. Japanese custom and etiquette. Small in action but big in meaning. Thank you for watching and hope you get to use these tips someday. See ya!